Now we already have mixed the concrete, so we're gonna start filling up the column, base, and crown. What I have done here, I have taken the 6-inch tube and I have filled it up with material I have. This way it will not collapse under the pressure of the concrete. Usually the concrete will be able to collapse something like this, but in this direction, this is strong. So we're gonna hold this one down, take the first scoop, drop it down, all the way around it. Maybe 4 or 5 scoops. And after this, take a piece of wood, hold on this one, and tap on the mold. This way we could spread the concrete. At this point, the mold is empty. We could also vibrate it like this. So, but we'll tap enough this way, the bottom it start we'll get rid of all the air bubbles. As we start adding more, we'll stop and tap every time we do it. Some people, they decide they want to put rebar in the center of the column. That will give you the cavity. After you stack it up, you could drop rebar and fill it up with concrete. In an area where there's earthquake, this might be required. If you decide that you want the top to look different than the bottom, you could always stop the concrete. You don't have to fill it all the way to the top. You could stop it here. I have some of my customers who have done this, and it will look great. Now, this is already done. It's going to sit until tomorrow, 24 hours. Here what I'm doing, I'm putting the empty bags of concrete inside the tube. As I said, to make it nice and strong, it will not collapse. I already have one below it, and this is the second one. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, this is an old t-shirt, I'm gonna tuck it also inside. When I fill up concrete, this will stop the concrete from going inside this segment. So we'll make it nice and tight, and I don't have to worry about concrete going inside of here. I'm gonna take the little concrete I have, start filling this, and create the 1-2 inch plug. This way it kind of seal the bottom. And you see how the center now, this stuff, it's not gonna go inside of it because of my old t-shirt. Okay. I have almost an inch now inside of it, so you need to be careful. Before you start tapping, you'll have to hold both pieces together. One way also is to get another long piece of wood, put it like this, and it will hold both parts. But gently tap all the way around it, and also around the base. It will send enough vibration and this way it will create a nice you'll see some of the juice is gonna start coming out of here. That's why I'm trying to minimize the amount of water coming out by creating this first 1 inch. Okay, so now I'm gonna let this one sit down for 5-10 minutes while I mix the next bag. By the time I start putting the next bag in it, it should be nice and set to start adding to it. Now we have filled up this column segment with the fluted insert. I stopped just before the end of the radius here. This way, when I cast the second one, I will have an open flute and the flute, they will match each other's. And this is the seam of the insert. You will barely see it. In general, I'm happy. There is not much water that came out of the casting, which means my first 1 inch did the job by plugging everything, and it's gonna work out good. What we have now, it's the 2/2 molds that I showed earlier, and I have bolted them together on both sides. And you know, if you want to cast a long column, you could also stack another set on top of it, bolt them together, and cast a longer one. But I personally don't recommend it. It's easier to go ahead, cast smaller segment one at a time, and mortar them together. It's like a masonry work. What I have here, it's a piece of cardboard. It's 12 by 12 piece of cardboard. So I'm gonna use it as the bottom. This way, it will not cast to the concrete. Use my piece of wood here to just hold this down and put my couple of early scoops. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this sit for 5-10 minutes while I mix the second bag of concrete. This will create, again, a plug that will prevent the rest of the concrete from moving once I start filling it up.
Okay.
We're almost done with this one here. So pretty much I'm gonna finish tapping it and let it sit for 24 hours. After this, we could unmold it, clean up the molds, and do it again. As you see, there is not much of water came out of it. That's nice. If you get a lot of water, it means you didn't do a good job about plugging the bottom, the first 1-2 inch. So that's gonna come a nice cast. Finish tapping it until this is all nice and smooth, and we'll call it done for the day.